everybody talking about the Shadcn UI, and now I just want to create video and just take a look what is this and how to use that. So Shadcn is basically, this is not the component library, this is collection of reusable component, so we can copy and paste that in our apps. This is not like Bootstrap, is not like Daisy UI. This is reusable component that we can use, so we can basically change the component, the UI, wherever we want. All right, so let's go to installation. Let's take a look how to use that. I'm going to use Next.js. So yep, the first thing is we need to create the Next.js application. I'm going to copy this command here with npm. So let's open the terminal, and I'm going to cd to my desktop. And let's make it bigger. And then I'm going to paste the code right here, like so, and just hit enter. And yes, I'm going to say yes, source, yes, app router, yes. Import alias, just say no. Just wait for that. All right, it's done. So let's cd into the my app folder, and I'm going to open that into Visual Studio Code. Great. So now let's open the terminal, and I'm going to say npm run dev to open the localhost 3000. Let's open that to the browser, and let's see what we have. So we're going to get the Next.js default theme like so, with Tailwind, of course. And now we need to just install the Shadcn UI. To do that, we can say npx Shadcn UI add latest init. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to use npm. Let's open another terminal here, and I'm going to paste that right here and just hit enter. We have some question here. Would you like to use TypeScript? I'm going to say yes. The style, what is style? So let's go through the component here. And as you can see inside in here, we have the style, default, and New York. You can select whatever you want basically, but for now, let's just say default. And slate, base color is okay. Global CSS file, basically I'm using source app, and the global CSS, I'm going to put that into, let's say I'm going to do app, let's say app slash styles, and inside the styles, I'm going to create globals.css. So basically, this will be create a file inside a source here. It's going to be create styles. Oh, I'm going to remove the app right here, I think. Let's remove the app, right? So basically, it's going to be source slash styles slash global.css. So it's going to be create this same level with this app folder here. So let's hit enter. And would you like to use CSS variable? I'm going to say yes. Tailwind config, yep. Component, it's okay. The lib utils, it should be inside the right here, the same level with the app. It's okay. I'm gonna hit enter. React server component, yes. And it's going to be create the components.json file. I'm gonna say yes, and let's wait for that. All right, it's done. So let's close this and let's take a look what we have inside the source. We have this styles folder, and when I open that, as you can see, this is generated by Shadcn, all these variable. Great. And let's take a look here inside the app. We still have this global CSS. Of course, we are going to delete that. Let's delete that. Let's go through the layout.tsx. And of course, now we need to just change this to add, slash styles and then slash global.css. It should be style. Great. So let's go to page here, and I'm going to basically remove all this style here. So I'm going to, let's remove all of this. And I just want to say heading 1, and let's say learn Shadcn UI. So let's take a look. Here we go. Nice. So let's take a look what we have inside this folder here. There's a lot of folder generated by Shadcn. So inside a component here, this is an empty folder. And the library, we have utils here, we have cn function. Great. And this basically will return Tailwind merge and the CLSX package. Great. And let's take a look at the components.json, the CSS file, base URL, CSS variable, etc. Okay, great. So the first thing what I'm going to use, let's take a look at the documentation here. So let's first use the button because button is really simple. I just want to see how to generate the button. Let's click the button and I'm going to change the style to default here. And how to use that? Oh, right here. We have installation and we can say npx shadcn-ui add latest add button. So we can copy that with npm. And let's open another terminal and I'm going to paste that right here. As you can see, we have some question ready to install component and dependency. I'm going to hit enter. And as you can see now, inside the components folder, we have another component called UI, and inside the UI, we have button.tsx. Great. Now we have the button. So let's take a look what we have here. As you can see, I'm going to scroll down the terminal. And basically, we have this button variance function. And we have CVA right here. This comes from class variance authority. And down here, we have export button. This is the button component we have right here. And the styling is basically come from the button variants. Let's take a look here. And as you can see, we have some variants here. The default, the destructive, outline, secondary, ghost, link. And by default variants, we're using the default and size also default. Let's take a look here. I'm going to scroll down. And this is the example. This is the primary, which is default. This is gonna be look like the default version of the styling right here. The default is basically right here. It's gonna be look like this, and the secondary gonna be look like this, and etc. Great. All right, so now let's take a look how to export the component and use that. Let's take a look here. The usage, as you can see, we can import a button like so and use that like so. Alright, so let's go through the page here and I'm going to, let's just use the button right here. I'm going to give a comment, let's say button, and down here, I'm going to import the button. As you can see, it's going to be automatically import up here from component/UI/button. And here I'm going to say click me, just like that. When I save, and let's take a look what we have. As you can see down here, we have this click button. I'm not sure why it is in the bottom here. That's because this is just the file between. I think I'm gonna remove that. And as you can see, this is the click me button. Look really great. And to add some variant, we can just change the variant right here. So we can give a variant. So we can say variant set equals to, we have some option here, destructive, ghost, link, outline, and secondary. I'm gonna select secondary, and let's take a look. As you can see, this is the secondary style, and we can also select another style. We can do destructive, and this is what we have. Really great. Let's take a look at another component. So before we go through the another component, as you can see here, link. Oh, as you can see, this is great. We can use the button variants come from the button. So let's take a look here. We by default the export is button and button variants. So basically we can use the button variants style to link, as you can see right here. This is great. So let's go back to the page here and I'm going to create a link here. So let's do that. Link. The link is going to become from next link. And this links, I'm going to say, let's do go back to home. Just something like that. And this link here is should be have ref, I think. Let's do ref. I'm gonna say /, and by default it's gonna be look like this. This is just link component by default. And I think I'm gonna add something like gap here. Let's say gap. I'm gonna do 5 so we have space. Okay, so this is the link. So basically we can styling this link with the button by putting the class name and button variants right here. So let's take a look. I'm gonna add class name set equals to, and I'm gonna put the button variants. Let's say button variants come from the component UI button, and in here we need to run the function. When I save and let's take a look, as you can see the link becoming the button, really great. And we can also add the variant inside the function here. We give an object and we send the variant set equals to, we can give anything we want basically. So we can put a destructive outline and etc. So let's put outline like so. When I save and let's take a look, as you can see, it's becoming button with style variant outline. Great. That's for the button. So let's go to calendar here. And yeah, we can do that by doing this also. So let's just copy that with npm. Let's open the terminal and let's just paste that right here and hit enter. It's going to be say some question. We can just hit enter here and it should be create the calendar component for us. As you can see, this is so really great. And how to use that is pretty simple. We need to just following the documentation, and as you can see, this is what we have. The first thing is we need to create a state here. So let's just copy the state. I'm gonna copy that and go through the page here. Let's put that right here. And I'm gonna just remove the React. I just want to import the use state like so. And of course the app is gonna be crash because state, it should be inside the client component. So we need to just change this to use client like so. Okay, it's great. So now we need to just use the calendar like so. So we need to just copy that and put that like so. And let's make it better. We need to import that from calendar right here. Let's remove the image. Okay, the mode is single, selected date, come from this date right here. This is a new date. And on select, we have set date, also this function, class name, rounded, medium, and border. So let's take a look what we have. This is great. I surprisingly, yeah, this is really great, guys. Oh, awesome. Just awesome. And also we have basically a lot of things here. We have card, checkbox. As you can see here, checkbox work really great. To use that of also just install this npx here and use that like so. Really simple. And we can also see the example here to see. Oh, great. Yeah, there's a lot of example that we can follow along to create whatever we want. We have collapsible. Oh, it's really great. Date table. Oh, we have also this scanning columns. Whatever the column open available right here, we can uncheck that. Great. So as you can see, to use that is pretty simple. We can just say npx Shadcn UI let us add table. So let's go through the dark mode here and let's see. Oh, I think let's try to use this dark mode. I'm really want to try that. So let's close everything and we need to create the component theme provider.tsx. So let's create that inside the components here, component, and I'm going to create a file called theme provider.tsx. And here we need to say use client, and let's just copy everything, paste that here. Oh yeah, we need to just install this package here, I think. So we can just copy the name of the package and we can say npm install next themes in the terminal. And this basically create the theme provider and we wrap the children inside the next theme provider. Okay, it's done. So let's go back, and next we need to go to layout and we need to wrap the children here with theme provider. So let's go back to the layout. Inside the app here we have layout and we need to wrap these children here with theme provider. So let's do like so, and we need to wrap these children with, let's say theme provider come from component UI theme provider. It should be not inside the UI, I think, right? Yeah, it should be inside the component but not inside the UI. All right. Hey, it's automatically fixed the URL. It's great. All right, so now we need to wrap these children here with theme provider like so. And also we need to set the attribute class, default theme system, and enable system here. So we can just copy that and paste that to the theme provider here. Great. To use that, as you can see down here, this is a mode toggle component. So I think let's create the components file here, and it should be model toggle or any name folder name file you want. So let's paste the name here, model toggle.tsx, and I'm going to copy this and paste all the content right here. So let's save and let's take a look. We don't have this drop down, so I think we need to install the drop down menu. Let's go down here. I'm not looking for drop down, or I think we can just search right here, drop down menu like this. We can just copy this one and install the component first, so we can use the drop down menu into this mode toggle component. So I'm gonna hit enter. It's going to be install the UI right here. As you can see, we have drop down dash menu. Just wait for that until it's done. All right, it's done. Great. So let's close this terminal so you can see clearly. I'm gonna save and go back to page here, and I'm going to render the mode toggle right here like so. Let's save and let's take a look what we have. As you can see, we have this logo here, and we can click on this logo. As you can see, we have light, dark, and system. I can click light. Great. it's working. I want to change system, and I'm going to change my system here to light. I just want to make sure that it's working. Yep, this is also working. Great. And as you can see inside the component here, I think we can also change some maybe icon here. As you can see, it's using moon icon. Come from Lucid React. Let's take a look the component. Let's click these icons here to see all the icons that are available here. I'm not looking for moon, and basically use this moon icon here. I can also use this moon star. So let's click that. Wait, where's the moon star? This one. I'm gonna click and copy JSX. I'm not sure. This is my first time open the Lucid React. So let's try to paste here, I think. Oh yeah, great. The name is Moonstar. We can paste that right here. And of course we need to also import the Moonstar. Okay, so by default is right here, as you can see, the icon. So when I save that, it should be changed the icon. As you can see, just easy as that. Really great. And I believe we can also use any icon we want. We can use I think React icons. It's basically, as you can see here, we can also, I believe we can also use these React icons, this right here. Yeah, that's it for the video, and hopefully Now you know what the Shadcn UI and how to use that. And hopefully the next video I'm going to create some project with this beautiful Shadcn UI. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you in the next one.